So here we are with this month's BoxyCharm Premium. This is the Kopari Coconut Rose Toner. You guys, I forgot to moisturize my face with face lotion and use any primer, so this I'm using as both of those to replace that. This is the QMS Intensive Eye Care Cream. I used this the night prior and it made my under eyes very supple and hydrated. This is really great to use for prepping your skin before makeup application, because this is going to help your concealer and the powders that go on top of it lay way better and not have cakey under eyes. So I'm just continuing to blend in the eye cream. Going in with the Dragon Beauty Dragon Fire Skin Perfecting Potion, which retails for $25. I'm using this as a color corrector. I have a little bit of discoloration around my mouth, and then I'm just going in to cover up my acne scars. I wanted to see how well this was going to apply and blend. Some color correctors that I've used in the past have been very greasy and slippery and oily, and I find that this formula, it's not. I didn't have any trouble applying any of my liquid products on top of this, so I'm so happy about that. Now, doing this concoction with the Natural Longwear Radiant Foundation from NARS and the Fit Me Dewy Foundation from Maybelline. I'm using both of those to get my perfect shade, because oh my gosh, my undertones, my base tones, whatever you want to call it, the struggle is real, you guys. Going in with my favorite foundation stick from Black Opal, using this to cream bronze all my face, and what this is doing is just adding warmth and more dimension to my face. Here is BoxyCharm's 5-piece brush set. All 5 of these brushes, they retail for $65. I use all of these brushes in this tutorial, and here I am blending out that previous foundation stick that I'm using as a cream bronzer. Going in with this Huda Beauty Tantour, I'm using this to bring more dimension and depth to my face. This is going to be used as like a natural shadow, in other words, a cream contour. I'm using a small crayon case eyeshadow brush to apply this to my nose, my cheeks, and my forehead. Going in with that same brush that I used to blend out the cream bronzer, I'm now using it to blend out the cream contour. This brush is perfect for blending out cream products. Now going in with the smaller one, I'm going to now blend out the nose contour. So as you can see, that shade has definitely sheared out some, and it's very easily blendable, especially with this brush. This is the Rodial Diamond Concealer, and I've actually started to just use a little bit of concealer now. I find that less is always more, and you could always go back in and apply more where you need it. Something that I just recently started doing was putting a little bit of concealer underneath my cream bronzer contour, and I find that this really helps carve and like snatch my face. Again, this is that same brush I used to blend out the cream contour on my nose. Don't worry, I did go in and clean this brush again in between filming. But this one is so amazing for blending out concealer. I was so shocked, because you guys know I hate blending out concealer with a sponge. This is the biggest brush that I'm using, and I'm just using it to remove any harsh lines or demarcation. As you can see, I'm working outer upwards when it comes to blending my concealer. I find this gives me more control over coverage and placement of my concealer. I have like a tiny face, so there's not really much room where I want the concealer to go. And I mean, look how easily it was able to get into those hard to reach places. So I will definitely be using this brush more in the future. I wanted to brighten under my eyes just a tad bit more, like directly underneath. So I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, one of my favorite drugstore concealers, to really just brighten and make me look more awake. I'm using the biggest brush to just blend everything in, make sure everything doesn't look too harsh. This helps my makeup look more skin-like, you know? Oh my goodness, the one thing everyone's been waiting for, the Natasha Denona Bloom and Blush Glow palette. You guys, oh my goodness, I had played with this earlier. Not all the shades, but just some, like swatching them. So pigmented. So the two top shades are cream and the bottom shades are powders. Y'all see what I did right there? This stuff is pigmented. I wiped off the excess on a paper towel, so don't think like I went in with more. This is just how pigmented this cream blush is. Like, this is scary, you guys. I thought I was gonna have to wash my whole face off. So the whole entire time I was trying to mute it because my goodness, that was just too much. So this is literally no more, like, I didn't go back in. This is just what's remaining on the brush. So I'm showing you the difference, like the no side and the yes side. Now the cream glow product in this one is very subtle, at least on my skin tone. The reason why I'm still going ahead and applying it is because the more layers you add when it comes to glowy products, the much better the finish is gonna be after you've applied powder and spray. These two are my favorite bronzers of all time. They're from Fenty Beauty. And the reason why I chose to use bronzer for my eyeshadow is because I just wanted a more softer look. And because I love makeup so much, I really loved taking my time and just building up these shades. Because like I said, these are not shadows. So it definitely takes more time to like build up the pigment. Going back in with the same Natasha Denona palette, I'm using the shimmer highlighting shades as an eyeshadow. What I really appreciate about this palette is that it is multi-purpose, so I cannot wait to do more looks with this. Now I'm just taking a Real Techniques brush and I'm just softly pressing and wiping away that excess powder that I have on my face. Now I'm taking the more shimmery shade out of the two and using that to apply on my inner tear duct. Now this brush is not dirty, it's just stained. I've tried everything to get it out. I'm using a brush that I'm not sure if it was limited edition or not, but I know I received it in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. I love using this brush for highlighter. And here you guys are gonna be like, girl, you are taking forever applying this highlighter, but it's because I love taking my time and just slowly building up and layering the highlighter. I'm currently going in between both shades. And then a little later, I'm going to go in with a more precise, smaller brush to add the highlighter again on the highest points. As you can see right here, this is a brush from Morphe, and I'm using this to kind of create that Rihanna highlighter effect, the way she brings it up like on her temples. So, I mean, I love to highlight like everywhere, underneath the brow bone, on top of the brow bone, my forehead, my like everywhere. I love highlighter, and especially this one. Like this look I'm definitely gonna do for Thanksgiving, except more of like maybe a like a smoky eye, like a nice brown smoky eye, and then an orange liquid lipstick. Ooh, that's gonna be my Thanksgiving look. And this is the last product that I received from my BoxyCharm Premium. This is the Becca Glow Gloss. Since it's a new gloss, that's why I was like swirling it around trying to get the product out. This has little gold reflex in it, and it had like a minty feeling. Now, if you had to ask me what my favorite product from this month's box, it was the Natasha Denona palette. I mean, obviously. And my least favorite would have to be the gloss, not because it's like not a good gloss, but because I own so many, and yeah, it wasn't like revolutionary. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. I'm also going to insert a clip of what this makeup looked like in direct sunlight during golden hour. You guys, I didn't wash my face until the very end, until I had to go to bed because I couldn't stop staring at myself. I'm so happy with this look, and I hope you guys are too. Until next time, bye. This highlighter is incredible. This palette, I'm so happy I got this because, I mean, Natasha Denona products, they're definitely worth the splurge. I have a few of them, but this one I would definitely repurchase once I run out.